Last night, I was listening to my radio show that I like to listen to. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Christian radio. It was almost like my supplement for not reading the Bible as much as I should. I thought kind of in the back of my mind, hey, if I just capitalize off of what I'm hearing on the radio, then maybe I will grow. And don't get me wrong, I honestly grew a lot by listening to Christian radio. Christian radio has influenced a lot of me, a lot of my thinking, and a lot of the way that I am now. Being a teenage boy, I think I started listening to Christian radio shortly after I was saved. Maybe 91, 92. My friend told me, hey, you got to listen to the Christian Research Institute. So I listened to the Christian Research Institute, and the Christian Research Institute was actually a pretty good way to get to know a lot of the doctrines and a lot of the debates and all that stuff in Christianity. So I did that. I don't like how the lighting is. The lighting is not very good, so I'm gonna wait until, well, actually the lighting should be really good. It's high noon right now, so I'm just gonna finish my monologue because I have my TD Damas channel that I do try to do a little bit more vlogging, a little bit more of the type of just stream of consciousness. But this actual monologue I'm doing today was triggered by the Christian radio show I was listening to, Living by the Word, also known as the Bible Information Brokers. You can listen to it on the KKLA app, which the KKLA app drives me nuts. Like during the week, if you listen to the KKLA app, it will throw in advertisement like every 20 minutes. It's very much annoying. And of course, see, it goes back to the theme for this month. I'm having more of a theme about United States of America, and part of the United States of America is capitalism. Capitalism is the whole idea that you compete. You have competition. If you want to have money, you're going to have to offer a good or a service that's going to be lucrative, a way to make some money, which is cool. It's like the competition on the internet videos. Some internet video providers, some streaming services or whatever they provide, the main two that I could think of is the one that you're probably watching this one on right now, and the other one I haven't even got into, and I don't care to. I mean, I really enjoy making videos, but I'm really into making entertainment content. And again, I've told you in the past, a lot of the entertainment content that I do produce is based off of the way I look at life, the way I see life, the way that I enjoy life, actually. So with all that said, I was watching the Bible Information program last night, and then it dawned on me when the main announcer of the show did say that he watched my YouTube videos. And I do capitalize off of that content because it's some really good content, because there's some questions I'm sure you have. What do you do to get your questions answered? Do you seek out answers, or do you not care? Because I know a lot of the generation now, they don't even care about having their questions answered, because it's the whole nihilistic idea that life is meaningless. And they take a lot of convincing, because if you live a life that's just meaningless, all you want to do is seek pleasure, seek your own little world, seek what makes you comfortable. Because I know a lot of the generation these days, they don't understand the concept of being uncomfortable. I mean, I grew up in a, I guess, mid-class family. I mean, I had a roof over my head. I had food in my stomach. I even had some of those silly things that, well, I look at it as silly now, but like the video games and the toys and even my music. I love music growing up. And it's weird now that I'm older. It's like, man, I don't really care for music as I did before. And it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I go off on tangents when I'm having a stream of consciousness kind of talking. But the one thing that I really felt convicted that when my friend or the host of the Bible Information program told me that he pretty much said he watched my videos. And so I know a lot of the content that I put out before, kind of edgy, smoking cigars and drinking, which I'm going to put out a video with my nephew and I smoking and drinking and talking about capitalism and kind of what makes us tick. He's Generation Z, I'm Generation X. Those terms is really kind of just marketing. From what I understand, it's just marketing terms. It's like, oh, Generation X likes this and this. Generation Z likes this and this. The millennials like this and this. Which, like, millennials and Generation Z kind of overlap somehow. So, I mean, there's a lot of things to keep in mind when you're making content. And I know that even on my other channel that I do, I did get what's it called? Featured for like maybe 2 minutes. And it was talking about ranting on this channel and talking about like what I feel about eschatology. And eschatology is a fancy word to say the study of the end. And I feel like maybe we're living at the end times. But I gotta be real with myself because I knew my friend's aunt and uncle. They said, we're not going to have kids because bringing kids into this world would be irresponsible. And bringing kids into this, like, they thought they had more wisdom than God. Because come to find out, like, if you have kids now, or even if you plan on having kids, think about it. They're going to be born at the right time. They're going to be in this time. They're going to be here. Just let it be. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Have children. And leave. I mean, ultimately, you got to leave the consequences up to God because we're not God. I have made a lot of bad choices and decisions and all that stuff. And I've dealt with the consequences because God he said in his word, he's not going to be mocked. What you sow, what you reap, you will sow. So, like, think about the whole idea of this whole, you're not God. I'm not God. We try to make decisions like we are God in some way, but it does not go well. So, really, if you take anything out from this, like, blogging that I'm doing right now, just keep in mind who's watching you and be careful on like how you express yourself to other people. Like I've said before in a lot of my other videos, it's very important to listen and to hear what you're listening to and not come to any conclusions. And even streams of consciousness and venting, even though venting is probably not a very godly thing to do, because really you need to drop on your knees and pray and tell the Lord what's on your heart. Because if you're venting and talking to your friends and family or even strangers about how screwed up things are, what are they going to do about you? You're looking like an idiot at the end of the day. So don't do that.